and now it seems to be dying, so, and nothing, okay. G'day viewers, Chris Atkins here and welcome back to the Car Wash Chronicles. Today's December 31st, it's New Year's Eve, the last day of 2021. As you can clearly see from the scenery behind me, I'm not in California anymore. Yes, I traveled all the way across America to Milford, Connecticut. So of course, when I come to a different part of America, I've never been here before, I like to drive around and just get a feel for the area. And of course, I have to pay a little visit to some self-serve car washes. I can't help myself, I just have to go check them out. So we're gonna go check one out. It's about 15 minutes from where I'm staying in Milford. I Googled a couple of self-serve car washes. There's really only one in the area, so not much competition for him. See how they compare to my car washes on the West Coast. Hopefully someone's there I can talk to, whether it's a worker or the owner, and just see how they go in wintertime, because obviously a couple of months out of the year it snows here, and I've heard from car wash owners in the East Coast that snow is actually not a bad thing because the salt on the road makes the cars super dirty. So I'm excited for it. I want to get more car washes, as I'm sure you guys watching want to become car wash owners, but I'm going to go check it out and see how car washes are on the East Coast. So come along, let's go see. So here we are pulling up to the car wash. You can see there's a nice big sign, car wash, Four Brothers. But the car wash isn't exactly visible from the main road, which in this case probably isn't the biggest deal just because it's surrounded by all these big chain restaurants. There was a Wendy's right there. I think there's a supermarket right next door. So it's going to bring in the traffic and it's going to be seen by potential customers. We can see it's a 4-bay with an automatic. It's got clear lines on the road telling customers where to go, which can be a good thing because a lot of people pull in and they don't know whether to pull in one way or the other way. And it can be a little confusing sometimes. So this guy has clearly painted arrows on the ground and lanes to line up behind. And we can see the vacuums are in front of the bays, which I personally don't like, because if people are spending 5 minutes vacuuming their car and someone pulls in behind and they just want to wash their car, well, then they're just going to sit behind the person vacuuming unless they pull around to the other side. And essentially that vacuum is blocking the bays. And straight off the bat, I can see the price. It's $3.25. It doesn't say for how many minutes, so I'll put some time in to check it out. But you can see they've got the 2 hoses, they've got the high water rinse and the soap brush. They got an empty wall there, which they could easily add tire cleaner. They could add the pre-soak and they can add the air dryers. And I've never really seen this before. I had trouble finding the bill changer, but I did find it. It was in a doorway and in a little mini room. So I guess he can lock the door at night time if he wants to. You got the bill changer and the vending machines all inside this little room. It's probably good to keep him out of the cold as well. But let's put some money in. Let's see how many minutes we get for $3.25, because that's very expensive. I mean, for California, I'm not sure if that's the normal price for the East Coast, but $3.25 should easily get you 5 minutes. Just seems like a lot putting in all those quarters standing there. That's why I like tokens. 4 minutes, $3.25, so it's very expensive. But let's test everything out. I think it's an 8 rotary switch. So we got this on the tire cleaner. Let's see how that comes out. So far it's just light water. Should be coming out now. But it appears we have nothing coming out. So I guess the tire cleaner isn't working, or it's going to take 40 seconds to come out. Anyway, let's try the pre-soak. Nothing's changed since the tire cleaner. It's just a light water. Now it's starting to come out, spitting a little bit. And now it seems to be dying, so, and nothing, okay. So the pre-soak doesn't work, which I'm sure is an easy fix, but I guess when you're the only car wash around in that area, you don't probably have to care as much because no competition. That's the high pressure rinse. Pressure was fine, no real issues there. Now let's try the soap brush. Not really coming out, it's struggling, needs a lot more liquid. Maybe turn the air down, there's too much air. And let's try it on the truck. A little muddy from the last person, I guess. Yeah, not really coming out that great. But that's just simple adjustments. They can be fixed in probably 15-20 seconds. Anyway, let's try the wax. A little bit of wax coming out. Yeah, wax seems to be coming out pretty good. No real issues there. Well, it's gone now. Now it's just water. There we go, we got a little wax coming out. I'd probably turn that up, give them a little more, why not? And the last selection they have is engine cleaner. So let's test out the engine cleaner, see how or if that works. I'm surprised they don't have a spot-free rinse. They could easily add spot-free rinse and air dryers. That'll obviously give the customers a lot more selection, keep them in the bays longer, and you'll increase your revenue. But again, the engine cleaner didn't really work and come out. So anyway, a lot of changes that could be made. They have a super bay. Well, the sign says super bay. I'm not sure what the difference is between this bay and the other regular bays. They look like the exact same size, but might be appealing to some people. So let's try out the vacuum. They charge $1.25. They charge $1. Again, it might be normal in the East Coast. Anyone in the East Coast who uses self-serve car washes, let me know if this is all normal pricing, as it's expensive compared to California. And you can see they have different nozzles. I use those nozzles sometimes on the air dryers in the bays, but he seems to have them on the vacuums, which works okay. I prefer the other ones. You've probably seen me in my other videos, the nozzles that I use, specifically for vacuums. But again, it's probably just personal preference. Overall, it's not a bad car wash. There's lots of things that could be added to and a lot of adjustments that need to be made in the bays. It was a good sized property, plenty of room, and it was pretty clean. They kept it pretty well, so not a bad area it's in. Sure, they don't have too much vandalism. So the car wash that I just left, it was a 4 bays and it had 1 automatic. I think the automatic would do more business than the 4 bays, especially in the East Coast here. I think that's another big difference than the West Coast. It because it's so cold out here, it snows and it's like it's like 45 degrees right now Fahrenheit, and it's a lot colder and no one really wants to go out and wash their car themselves, so it's just easy to go through the automatic. So it's a good thing that that car wash has one, as it probably generates a lot of revenue and business for them, opposed to if they didn't have it, it was just the self-serves, and they would miss out on all those customers who didn't want to get out of their car and wash it themselves. In terms of its location, it wasn't visible from the street at all. It did have a nice big sign saying 4 Brothers Car Wash, so I'm pretty sure it was owned by 4 brothers. But the good thing about its location was it was surrounded by all these popular chain stores, you know, the fast food restaurants, the Wendy's or whatever it was. I think there was a grocery store, and that obviously brings a lot of traffic, which makes it visible, because as soon as people pull into those other stores, they're going to see the car wash there and they might decide to use it or not. But I'm sure the 4 Brothers Car Wash does pretty good with their 4 bays, and of course the in-bay automatic, which brings in a whole nother different type of customers. So I'm sure they've covered all bases in that area. Good for them. And since there's no other car washes around, that's the only one I'm going to go to. So I guess that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like it, since I traveled all the way across America to make it. And of course, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any valuable car wash information for all those future car wash owners out there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Chris Atkins with the Car Wash Chronicles from Milford, Connecticut. Happy New Year, and I hope you all had a great Christmas. See you all next time.